Hello and welcome to LearnQuickBooksFree.com by Meganich University, where that's right, we have created totally free QuickBook tutorial videos just for you. So we are back to QuickBooks for property managements. That's right. If you've been following our first videos, this is video number 3, I believe. And in this one, we are going to look at setting up class tracking, customer jobs, and vendors. For those who have never heard of class tracking and customer jobs, in a nutshell, it's just basically a way to separate more than one entity for reporting purposes. Okay, so in this instance, most likely we're going to set up class tracking for each property that that customer may have. So let's say if you have a client and they have 3 properties. So each property is going to have its own class. Now let's say within that property it has multiple tenants, then maybe that's where customer jobs comes in. So class tracking is for the actual property. Customer jobs is for each unit within that property. So we're going to go over here to lists and class list, class, hit new, and we're going to call this property number 1. Make another class, call it property number 2. So here we just set this up. Next I'm going to go to customer. I'll go to customer center. And this is kind of basically the idea over here, but let's just go ahead and set one up as an example. So I'll add a new customer, and I'm just going to basically say over here that we're going to call this property number 1, and of course you can give it the name of the address or whatever it is, however you want to label it. And under property 1, I'm going to add a job, and I'm going to say unit number 101. I'm going to add another job, unit number 102. So you'll see over here under oh, I did this a little bit the wrong way, so I'm just gonna come over here back to this and fix it, put it under the right category, tree. So there you have it, property number 1, you have unit number 101, 102, etc. And so just to give you a quick example of how this kind of all works, I'm gonna go to customer, create invoice, and let's say we got a payment from unit 101. And over here you'll see on the class, this was for property number 1. And then the rest is like a basic invoice. We're going to get into that later probably. But the main thing right now is I wanted you to see how to set up the classes and how to set up the customer jobs and how they kind of work. And then down the line we'll take a look at reporting and you see how it all comes together. And the last thing I want to show you in this segment over here, just very simple stuff, how to set up the vendors, just like any other books you would have done. Vendor setup, of course. One vendor you're going to set up is the main company. So if you're here as the customer, then you're going to go to new vendors and you're going to property management company, right? Because this is who they're going to make the payment out to. This is the best part. This is where you get paid. So yeah, put yourself in there. And of course, any other vendors that you can think of, you know, whether it's the gardener and so whatnot, utility bills, okay, HOA company. You can do that as you go along, so you don't have to feel like you have to do this in the beginning, okay? Sometimes it's even better not to do it all in the beginning because it's just a lot of work and it's easier as you go along. So that's it. So on to the next video, you guys. And that concludes this lesson. You can visit our website at www.learnquickbooksfree.com to watch more videos.